love mesh. Oh, look at this mesh. It's good to be alive. Go Seahawks.
Eagle.
It's really hard to watch football when you're gay.
Good afternoon. Sam Jackson with the TGW Sports Network, reporting to you live. And here's my colleague.
I'm Halfback.
Halfback, I have to ask you, why are you wearing an Eagles jersey? They didn't even make the playoffs.
Oh, but I love the color and it's mesh. This is so...
Define mesh.
Mesh is like patterns that you can see through. Like when Madonna did her like, no, not like a prayer, but a Lucky Star, she wore all black mesh and a black bra. I don't wear bras. It's too constricting.
Interesting. Very interesting. So why don't we get back to the business we were carrying on. Russell Wilson, the Seattle Seahawks quarterback,
Go Seagulls.
Seahawks.
Seahawks, okay.
Okay. He is one of the most clutch players. I mean, that performance last week against Green Bay and that comeback victory, I mean...
Oh my God, yes, absolutely.
How did they score? They were down 16-0 at halftime.
Halftime and halfback. I should do a one-man show about that. Let's go to the videotape. Remember him?
Yeah, the videotape controversy.
Exactly.
With Belichick.
Yes.
He was watching practice videos of the opposing team and knew what plays they were going to run. I mean, the guy has been proven to be a cheater. I mean, the whole Spygate controversy.
And his balls, the deflating of the balls, I mean, that's ridiculous. How can you throw a ball that's deflated? It wouldn't go very far.
How does Tom Brady not know that he's playing with balls that are less than 12.5, which is the...
That's what Giselle said. This is too easy. Which Eagles hat should I wear for a halftime show?
Halfback, you were supposed to wear a Seahawks jersey. I gave you instructions to pick out a Seahawks jersey.
But I thought you liked the Eagles. And it's green. Green is a good color for me. I have green eyes. You should always, when in doubt, choose a color. Choose a color that matches your eyes.
All right, let's get back to the analysis here.
Bill Belichick does that too.
Yes, I don't think Bill Belichick cares much about his...
I don't like your attitude right now. I'm sorry. I'm in this anger management class. Go on with the sports.
Okay. So, we have Russell Wilson and Tom Brady, the two starting quarterbacks in this game coming up on Sunday. They were both non-first-round draft picks. I mean, Brady went in the 6th round back in 2000 out of Michigan. Russell Wilson, 3 years ago, a 3rd-round pick out of Wisconsin after having transferred to Wisconsin.
Wisconsin is known for cheese. They have a football team? What are they
called?
called?
The
Cheese Raiders? What's Wisconsin? What's their...
The Green Bay Packers. They're the only franchise in...
Shut up! Green Bay Packers are from Wisconsin?
Yeah.
The yellow and green men?
Yeah. They're from Wisconsin.
I thought Green Bay was like, I don't know, New England.
No, there's a New England Patriots, and that's the team that we're supposed to be covering.
Okay, Patriots. You know what I don't understand? Tom Brady is photographed in the streets of New York City, which means he probably lives here with his model girlfriend. But why is he not playing for the Giants if he lives in New York?
Because he wasn't drafted. But you can't just say, I want to live in this city, and you're going to play. You go wherever you get drafted.
Okay, so he went to where? Patriot town? The state of Patriot?
New England, yeah.
No, so he should be... So he was drafted to New England, but he still lives in New York. No. That's another scam.
Let's get back to this stat. Here's a stat not many people out there know to be a truth.
Manly jersey.
Tom Brady, 20 postseason victories in his career. That is four more than his childhood hero, Joe Montana. He grew up in...
Oh, sorry to interrupt. Joe Montana makes a cameo in a movie called The Wedding Ringer. It's kind of funny. I mean, that a football player could actually become an actor. I mean, can I get some OJ?
Tom Brady will be making his 6th start in the Super Bowl this Sunday. 6 Super Bowl starts. Not many people can say they've been to one. Tom Brady has started 6 Super Bowls, although he's been unsuccessful his last 2 times to the Super Bowl, losing both times to the New York Giants in 2011 and 2007. Will Brady get his redemption? Will this be his way to walk into the sunset?
So dramatic. It's like a movie. Hey, do you watch movies?
Yeah, occasionally.
sports movies you probably watch, like Bad News Bears,
Rudy.
Rudy.
I tear up every time of Rudy.
Oh my God, what a cliche! Like a gay man being flamboyant. I mean, let's stop the cliches, America.
Seahawks starting running back Marshawn Lynch, who's never been one to interact much with the media,
Yes.
gave his post-game interview.
How big is a football? Like, how many inches?
Now we're getting off topic, Brian. Tom Brady never won a Rose Bowl at Michigan.
That was his college team?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it right. Score one, team gay.
Marshawn Lynch, who played with Aaron Rodgers in college at the University of Cal, tried to redeem himself this week in the upcoming game.
Sounds fabulous. Sounds fabulous if you can't hear at home. Some older people watch. You have to talk louder for them.
I think that Bill Belichick and Pete Carroll really need to step up their game this week.
Step it up, step it down, step it to the side. You know what? They're just coaches. The football players do all the work.
I mean, signs have already pointed to the fact that Seahawks defensive coordinator John Irwin will be the next head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. They've already chosen him. They just can't. You're not allowed to interview a coach who's still working until the season's over. And because obviously Seattle's still in the playoffs.
Seattle Seahawks, yes. My boys, the Seattle Seahawks. See, I said it right. Although Seagulls just sounds more mellifluous.
What about the much anticipated return of
Giselle to the runway? She has to go back. I mean, she's known as Mrs. Tom Brady, and before Mrs. Tom Brady, she was Giselle, the huntress model. What do you think about Giselle?
Yeah, very attractive woman.
Oh yeah.
So, as we were saying,
just like your father. It's ridiculous.
Patrick Peterson, Arizona Cardinals cornerback, who has made his first Pro Bowl in his 7 seasons in the NFL, recently said in an interview that Seattle Seahawks wide receivers are underrated.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Underrated. Root for the underdog, I say. Root for the underdog. You know, I was up for a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader scholarship, but I was a guy, so I didn't get it. Let's talk about cheerleaders. This is a topic we can both talk about, because why are they there? Why do football players need a distraction like hot women in what do they wear? Like,
well, technically, the
miniskirts?
football players aren't even allowed to interact with the cheerleaders.
Really?
They're not allowed to have any contact with them at all.
Not even dating.
Especially dating. They can't even talk to them.
Well, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black?
What are some of the top matchups in this game coming up? We have Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski will be going up against Cam Chancellor.
Wait, tight end? What's that?
The position on the offensive line where he's eligible to have receptions.
Sounds hot. I mean, sounds athletic.
Gronkowski has been Tom Brady's go-to guy in 6 of the last 7 years. He's led the team in receiving yards.
So he's the Biden to so-and-so's Obama. He's like the sidekick, the vice president.
Technically speaking, no. I mean, because he's just as good of a player.
Okay.
Just in he plays a different position. Do we need to go over the basics of, the game of football? Do you know how many yards you need to get a first down?
20. 5.
Try somewhere in between. 10.
10. Well, that's easy to remember. Like 10 hands. 10 jazz hands. Have you seen Chicago? Oh my God, it's so good.
You mean Chicago
And
Bears?
Hedwig and the Angry Inch is back, and John Cameron Mitchell is reuniting him, reprising his role as the blonde singer. So Chicago Bears.
The Chicago Bears, I mean, they're one of the most highly respected franchises in all of sports history. I mean, when you think of Chicago Bears, you think of Ditka, you think of Urlacher, you think of...
Wait, could you say that name again?
Brian Urlacher?
No, the one before.
Mike Ditka. He won Super Bowl 23 when they defeated the New England Patriots back in 1985.
Yeah, right, I'm sure. I like the name Bears. That's like a ferocious team.
I mean, their defense has been ferocious for the past 4 decades. I mean, they've led the NFL in defensive turnovers and sacks. They've led the NFL in turnover to first down ratio. I mean, we're talking about a franchise that kind of got off track the last couple of years when they decided to bring in that coach from
Milwaukee.
How did you know that?
A disaster, right? I read about it. I'm hip.
I mean, I think that they're the recent hiring of John Fox for Chicago is a good move. I mean, it gets them back to what they're accustomed to, do well at, which is play defense and run the football.
Into the ground, if you're going to choose that side of the team. Which Super Bowl was it where Beyonce played? She played, she didn't play.
Halfback, I don't know. I really don't even watch the half.
Because that's how I remember the Super Bowls. It's Black Eyed Peas, Madonna, Beyonce, Bruno Mars, and this year it's Saint Katy Perry. Oh, come on, you must like Katy Perry. Give me something, give me a bone. I don't mean it. That could be taken the wrong way. I'm sorry. Let's just cut to the chase. That's, I think, a football term. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
I mean, this is the only Super Bowl in NFL recent history where there is no clear favorite. I mean, both teams are expecting to win. Both teams come into this game on winning streaks of more than 5 games and have been playing their best football of the year.
So this is going to be exciting to watch, not like with other games where there's always the player with the team with the most home runs, and then they're going to always defeat the one with the less home runs.
You're talking about a different sport.
Did you just eye-roll me?
The last time these two teams played, they last met in September of 2012, right when Russell Wilson was drafted from the University of Wisconsin. He was an unproven rookie, and he was going up against Tom Brady, a Super Bowl champion. In Week 5 of the 2012 NFL season, Seattle kind of unofficially announced their impact on the NFL when they defeated New England's.
Impact. That's a great movie. Have you seen it? Impact?
Haven't had a chance. 24-23 was the final score. On that day,
So close, and yet so far away.
Seattle rookie quarterback Russell Wilson threw for 212 yards and 3 touchdown passes, and the Seahawks would go on to their first winning season.
Seagulls, honey.
Their first winning season in 4 years.
4 years?
And
Imagine that. Imagine going out. Imagine not having sex for 4 years. I mean, I say do it America because it would reduce the teen pregnancies, reduce the STDs, which I've never had one, okay? I've never had an STD if you're gonna ask me that. Stick it in the mud. I hope it wasn't something I said. I don't know why Sam Jackson left. Is that Samuel Jackson's son? They don't look anything alike. Well, I was invited to a Super Bowl party, so I don't know which bowl to bring. I don't know, is it Tupperware or cereal bowl? Or is that emotional support dog? It's really hard to watch football when you're gay. It's so boring. Incredibly boring. Like, jump off the balcony boring. The halftime is with Katy Perry, which is going to be great. And that's my motivation of watching the Super Bowl. I hope Sam comes back.